Hey everybody, Greg from ParkJourney.com here with another update on the new Revolution at Six Flags Magic Mountain. So today we're going to start on the back side of the ride up in the exit of Tatsu, and you'll see here right in front of us is the turnaround that goes into the loop of the ride. So that straight piece is kind of, they call it the ramp, it goes into the loop of the ride. So it's going to come around and you'll see it's all painted there. Obviously Tatsu not painted, it's not going to be painted. But as we move around to the other side here, you're going to see that they are doing some work up on the top of the drop there that goes into the loop. So we'll zoom in a little bit here just to give you guys a closer look at what's going on. And you'll see again they're doing some, I don't know if it's painting or they're working on the trim brakes that are right there. But the trains will be lighter, so they probably won't have to trim it as much as it was previously. So as we move over to the other side of the ride, this is the back side of the station coming down the second drop that you can see over by Rapids Camp. So again, that's the bottom of the second drop there coming down over the path there. And as you look in, you can see that they're doing a lot of landscaping around the exit of the ride. As we mentioned last week, there will still be the two sides of the exit there that you can take towards the front of the park or up towards Tatsu. And we'll go ahead and walk down the path a little bit here, and you can see all of the supports in this area have been painted. They're that bright blue, and the track is very white. You can see the track more here than we have in a lot of years. They've been trimming a lot of trees and everything, so it looks really nice through the trees there. And those red trains are going to look really beautiful coming down the hill there. And you can see the top of the second hill here as the trains are going through. To the right is the bottom of the first drop that you can see through the trees over there. These supports a couple weeks ago weren't painted, so now they're that nice bright blue. And again, the track has all been painted in this area as well as we look above us over the second hill and then coming down the second drop there. We'll turn around and look towards the bottom of the first drop, and again you can see it through the trees there. They've trimmed a lot of trees in this area. It'll be interesting to see if they actually do anything else with this part of the ride. They do some stuff for Holiday in the Park over here, so I'm not sure if they're going to put more trees or any more bushes on that side of the ride. As we walk down the path a little bit, you'll see that they are taking care of the fence, covering it up while they're painting overhead of the fence, just to make sure that they don't get paint everywhere, which again is really nice to see. And as we're walking down the path here, we'll go ahead and take a look towards the lift hill that has been freshly painted on the bottom side at least. I'm not sure about the top yet. We couldn't really tell if the top side of that had been painted so far. So as we walk underneath the lift hill, you'll see that it has been freshly painted and redone. A few weeks ago, if you remember on our update, it didn't look very good. So now it looks great going up the hill there. And again, all the supports here have been painted the blue. It looks like a couple of them still were just in the primer phase and they just needed to do a little bit of touch up on some of these. But for the most part, all the painting on this part of the ride has been done. So as we move over to the other side of the lift, you'll see that they were actively doing a lot of landscaping in the area today. Again, this is going to be the exit queue. You can see it curves around to the right there towards the front of the park. And then the stairs that obviously come back up towards this area where we are to head towards Viper or Tatsu. As we look down at the station, you can see that they were today installing the new ride-op booth. All new wood has been placed in there. there will be some zoomed in pictures in our update, so just make sure you click on that update to see all of those pictures. But as you can see, they are actively working in there as we were walking by today. The station looks like it's been totally painted that new dark white, kind of gray. And you can see a lot of fence railings here. Some are rather tall, actually, right there in front of us, so I don't know if that's right next to the lift hill, just to make sure people stay where they're supposed to stay. But a lot of new key railing, and you can see a lot of posts and stuff up for that purpose. As we move over to the other side, you're going to see the new ADA queue here. Looks like they're pretty much done with at least the cement part of it, and there's some more fence railings and things around there. And then as we move over to the front side of the ride, you're going to see this little bit of cement there. That used to be a sign that said Baja Ridge. I'm assuming that's going to be a sign that says the New Revolution now, since they're not using the Baja Ridge theme this far down. It's going to be all Americana in this area. Not a whole lot of change on this final helix part of the ride, but if you look closely, you can see they're putting more wood underneath the final brake run, which we'll get a closer look of when we do our next tour coming up in a few weeks. They're still working on the carousel. You can see all of the horses and benches are gone. They've been doing a lot of painting in here with the murals and things like that, which is really awesome to see. And we'll go ahead and move over to the front side of the ride, so that you can see the loop has been repainted all white. If you remember from our tour last week, it had blue on the front and then the rest was white. They've decided to go all white, which is the classic Revolution, which we are totally fine with. Just a reminder, go ahead and register for our event on June 5th at Magic Mountain, where we will have ERT on the New Revolution, food, tours, all kinds of fun stuff. So you can go on www.parkjourney.com or www.thecoasterguy.com, and you can find all the information for that event coming up, and we hope to see you there on June 5th. Thanks again for watching the video, and be sure to click below to subscribe to our YouTube channel.